these are basically just spots for storage. So this is an extra quilt. You can lay this down if you want to choose to put that down for any of the beds. But make sure if you're going to have extra sleepers, just bring some extra bedding for you guys so you have it. And again, just storage, just space to store stuff. Okay, so this dinette, this is where you eat. You can fit 4 adults. And this is important. There are seat belts in every single seat in this RV. So there's 2 seat belts here, 2 here, 2 there. And they're all attached by steel frames. So it's very, very safe, which is huge, especially if you have kids. Because when we drive, we put the kids basically on either side. We have a baby and we have a toddler. And so they face each other and they fit really well. You just take this back seat off and then it can tuck the car seats up under there. But if it's nighttime and they're sleeping, this pulls out. Oh, there we go. So you just lift up and then it shifts down. You take the seat, take the pads off first, and then they just kind of lay flat on top of the tabletop. And then you just do that to put it back, okay? And similar for this. So this is your sofa. Again, the seat belts are all tucked under here. So 1 adult, 2 adults comfortably, 2 seat belts. But obviously, you can see me, if you're just sitting, it's a pretty big sofa. It's really squishy, so it's comfortable. Okay, so to lay this out, you just lift up. Okay, somehow. Babe, how did you lift this up? This is
How do I lift it up? Oh, no, I got it.
Like,
don't worry. I come from the bathroom to save the day.
How do you get your fingers in there?
How do you lift this
No,
up?
so this just lifts up and then it slides out.
Oh, right.
There you go. You slide your
You just got to put a little bit of
I
extra
shouldn't be doing this
oomph in it.
walkthrough.
Got to put a little extra oomph in it.
So again, it's pretty squishy, but as you can see, here, lay down. It's not necessarily full length, right, for an adult, but you can fit comfortably.
I'm an extremely tall 5'10½", so you could, it's probably for kids.
But so again, when we travel, we put our kid. I'll show you. But to put it back, I can do this. You just lift up and you push.
Push. Put your back into it.
And you push.
Push.
Okay. Why is this so hard?
It's not hard.
It's really hard.
Here, let me show you how dramatically easy it is.
Okay, wait, but don't mess my plan. Okay.
Okay. Rawr, rawr, rawr.
Okay. So, I'm a throw fan. I have throw pillows everywhere in my house, so you'll see I always have throws. So use them. They're warm and cozy. Well, they look nice, and then they're cozy. Okay. So again, just to reiterate, this is all attached. So this will not move. These come out, but this will not move during transit, because we always want to make sure everything is really secure. Okay. Woo! This is the kitchen. This is your happy place. This, whenever I'm in here, I always just automatically bump this out because this just gives you that extra space. And I keep a stool here because I use this for everything. I use it when I'm sitting here. It's like a table for your drink. I use it if I'm over here and I need some extra space to put stuff. When I'm in the RV actively, I just kind of tuck it under there. So then it's just a little extra spot. Kids love it. It's like a little playground. But, okay, here's the fun part. You ready? Mood lighting. Whoa, bam!
Whoa.
You have your lights up here. I keep these on because they're fun. And this is, I'll show you. Mood lighting is fun. So you've got your overhead lighting, you've got your under cabinet lighting, you've got lighting everywhere, and a lot of that's controlled through here. So you'll see these are buttons here, and that's where these are controlled. These buttons above the dinette are controlled right here through this light. This is for bananas or any kind of fruit. You just hang them on here. Again, it keeps things from sliding on the counter. This is our guest book. So you guys will have to fill out the guest book. We have pad, pens, scissors down here. So you always have that kind of stuff, like a little handy junk drawer. These plants are attached, so these will not shift or move. So if you're cleaning, you're easily able to
What's
clean
that
around.
silver button?
These are your outlets. So this pops and then you just lift up. So these are your 2 outlets, your 2 USB ports. And if you're parked, just leave that open. It's super easy to leave open. But when you're trying to go, you just push this red button in, right there, push down, and it goes right back down in. Super easy.
Sweet.
Your sink. Standard sink, double basin. This is actually a drain, so for washing fruit, you can wash dishes and put them here to dry. It rolls up really tightly like that, so you can actually put it out of the way. We also have down here in this bottom drawer a pop-up dish drain. So this actually just pushes down, pops up. And again, when I'm staying, I just put it in here and I use this every day when I wash dishes. It's just easier. But you have either option. Just wanted to show you guys. So that's there. This is the other thing down here, and this is just a bucket. So again, pushes down, pops out. Cleaning, you can put ice, put your drinks in here, go outside. You can do a number of things with this one. So that's where these are. Okay, you have your sponge, you have your brush. Always will have dish soap because there's nothing more frustrating than when you go somewhere and you do not have sponge and dish soap. I don't know why people do that. But anyway, okay. You have a standard microwave. This, as weird as it is, it's metal, but it's microwavable. So it basically gives you 2 shelves. So you can microwave 2 things at once. Everything else is pretty standard. Again, your light, you have a fan for the oven. And then this pushes up, folds over, and lifts up. So this is your oven. Now just be mindful when you're driving, you always want to make sure this is down, okay? And it kind of locks into place. But when you're parked somewhere, keep that up, and you have 3 burners. So the way this works is you turn a burner to the lighting mechanism that releases the gas, and then you just twist that. So that lets the fire
And it turns
come on.
red to show you it's on.
Yeah, and then you can adjust it. So now you know that this burner is on. Okay, same thing. You want this burner, turn it to gas, twist it. There you go. It's really simple. The oven is just a standard oven. We have a baking pan that's kept in here. It's really the best place for it. It's really the only place it fits. So that's where this is. And then the oven works the same way. You turn it to the gas, you twist this, and it turns the oven on. Okay, dish towels. I always keep dish towels in here. And then all your standard pots and pans. There's pretty much everything you would need in a kitchen. There's a lot of stuff in here. Dish drawer. There's an additional banking pan in here. It's a smaller one. Extra dish towels. There's a drainer. These are all cutting mats. So cutting board style for all the different vegetables, meats, measuring cup, measuring bowls. I keep knives down here and they all have covers. So if you have kids, you can easily just take this out and put it in the upper cabinet. So that's something that I lose sleep over, but you can leave it there, obviously, if that's not a worry for you. Okay, all your kitchen essentials. So your cooking gear, these are your measuring cups, measuring spoons. Here's an additional sponge. These are Tupperware, so these pop out, so you can use these for storage, all different sizes. Again, your basic cooking material. You have bottle opener, you have, obviously these are brand new, but your cheese grater, or sorry, your peeler, cheese grater, or zester, and then a pizza cutter. So you have all of these here. You have cooking scissors, you have can opener, you have wine opener, and that's pretty much the basics. Okay, so up here is the happy place. So this is your mugs. So you have 4 mugs. Paper towels I keep up here tucked out of the way. You have glasses, wine glasses, short glasses, plates, bowls. This is all of your silverware. So standard forks, knives, spoons, baby spoons, big spoons. And you have a set of 6 for each. Big bowls in the back. These are condiments, so we always keep this stocked, salt and pepper. And I put a couple straws back here because you know people love straws. And then just
do the coffee?
Oh, wabam, coffee.
But how do I make it, Kimberly?
How do you make it, you ask? Let me show you. So in here, we didn't put it on the counter again because traveling, you want to keep as much off the counter as you can. So you have your very own Keurig. So this is a single Keurig. It just plugs in through the back here. So I just basically take this out, plug it in to my plug. This comes out. You can store extra K-cups in here if you want to get some different flavors or different kinds. And then it's just a standard Keurig. You fill it with water back here, hit the power button, put your thing in, wabam. Super simple. So that's for you coffee lovers, like my husband. Okay, so I just keep that in here. there's a couple extra bins. Again, everything slides, so I don't want to reiterate that too much, but you just want to be mindful of that because you'll hear stuff shifting, and when you're driving an RV, it's already stressful because you're in a tank, right? So anything that shifts is just going to give you a little bit more question of what's going on. These are in here just for the deep storage back there. So you have, if you have small stuff like we do, we have kids, here's an example. I just keep snacks and stuff inside so it doesn't fly. So that's basically it. And I already showed you down there. This is your fridge. So water bottles.
Hey, that's where my butter wine went.
That's where.
Give me that. You can't drink my butter wine.
There was also more water in here. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you will always have stocked water because that's very important. So water. These are slide bars. So this basically prevents your food from falling out. So once you've been driving, again, things shift. So you can relocate these. You can take these out if you want, if you're parked somewhere for a long time. But that's what these do. They're just tension bars, tension rods to prevent sliding. This here is for bottles, so the bottles don't roll. And then a standard drawer. The freezer is up here. So this is an ice bin where you can keep all of your ice. And there are 2 ice maker compartments. So this is basically designed so that you can fill it with water, which we just did to show you, and then you flatten that, you pour out the excess water so there's no spillage, and then you put them in here, and once those freeze, you dump the ice in there. Pretty standard.